Welcome back, traders. Discover how to identify the stocks capturing the market's attention each day. Focusing on these high-interest movers can lead to better setups and stronger trading opportunities. You're only as good as the stocks you trade. There are thousands of stocks you can trade, but in any given day, there are only a handful that are truly tradable or you stand a chance at making profit. I'm going to help you pick out those stocks. You need to find what are called stocks to play. And be there stocks that are experiencing unusually high interest. This is often due to news, volume spikes, or momentum. And these are important for day traders and active investors. And this is very important because most of the trading gun is done by computer algorithms, and you're not going to beat the algorithm. You need to be trading against other traders in the stocks they are trading. Again, there's always be a handful of stocks that traders are going to trade at any given day. So here are the characteristics of a stock and play. They have a relative high volume. Of a stock usually trades about 5 million shares a day, maybe today trading at 20 million. There was a significant price movement. We're looking for things gapping up in the pre-market by a few percentage. We're looking for news catalysts. You want to have stocks that have just reported earnings, or they're really mergers, or they've led making a ratings upgrade. We want increased volatility. You want increased interest in the stock with the price moving up and down. So why do traders care about stocks and play? There are more opportunities. These stocks are going to have larger price movements, and that is what we need as traders to make money. So we have that potential for large gains or losses. Next, there's going to be more predictable movement. And this is because you're going to be trading against other traders, and we have the tendency to do the same things. We buy or sell at the same level. Algorithms are very difficult because they might be trading against, what people normally do, other way we trade with what people are normally doing. But if you have a lot of traders in there, they overwhelm the algorithms, and you end up trading with them and riding their momentum. And last is, these stocks have high liquidity. That means it's very easy to get in and out of a trade. If you put in a market order, you can get it filled very quickly and not have to worry about the price dueling on you before you can get it filled. And the same with getting out. You're less worried about slippage because you know that there's somebody else there waiting to buy. So when you set up, there's usually a buyer there waiting. There's just that much liquidity. So now I'm actually going to show you how to find these stocks and play. And I use a tool called TradingView. I'm going to take you there now. So this is TradingView, and this is their screener. And I'll actually share the link for you so that you can actually use the screener that I've set. But it's pretty straightforward. Free, these are the filters I use. One, I'm going for the price above $10. I don't like to trade stocks that are lower pricing, as I find it's harder to manage my risk. They don't move like I'm used to. Usually I actually like to trade between the $50 to about $250 range. Sometimes I get more from trading something like Tesla. Then I look at the pre-market volume. I want there to be at least 250,000 shares traded in the pre-market and a minimum. And we'll get into what I have to look there a little bit more later. Their average volume over 30 days. I want stocks that actually trade a lot. So I will do stocks that are trading at least 500,000 shares a day on average over the last 30 days. Really, we want much more than that. The more volume we can have, the more liquidity, the better. Next, I look for pre-market change. I'm looking for them to either have gapped up or gapped down by 1%. The higher the gap, the better, although sometimes we can go to extremes. But if I work between that 1 to 1 or minus 1 to 1%, really, I'm really looking for ones that are over 3%. That is ideal for me. But I look for minus 1 to 1%. Next, I look at their float. I don't trade low float. You need a whole different strategy for trading low float, and that's not the way I trade. So for me, I look for the float that can have at least 10 million to 1 trillion shares there. Otherwise, I'm not interested. And I look at the 14-day BTR. That's the average trading range. I want it to be at least 50 cents. Again, I give it the higher, the better you want. The higher the ETR, the more potential for movement in your stock. So you need to have a good PTR. So once I put filters, I get a list of all the stocks that meet that criteria. Now I still gotta find the ones that are really in play. The first thing I do is I sort them by pre-market volume, the same thing. I want to see the ones that are trading the most during the pre-market. And I also look at the pre-market change, and I see Sharklegs Gaming as it moved up, gacked up by 8% in the pre-market, which traded 2.6 million shares in the pre-market, and it averaged almost 20 million over the last 30 days. Yeah, it's pretty good. But I want to know, why did this gack up? Is there a good news catalyst in here? And the nice thing about TradingView is you click on this, and it will rig up the news for you. So you have here, and then to take a look at the news. And I see the reason it's gacking up is because they bought a bunch of Ethereum. And so this is a gaming company, but they're also getting into cryptocurrencies or holding out, or be a holding company. That's the reason for their gacking up. So now I know. And so this is the process I go through when I am looking at movement stocks and client. I look at all the different factors and usually find the ones that have moved the most and have a good news catalyst, have built into the stocks that I am going to watch. Let me just do that and list. So once I've gone through the news for all these stocks, or at least the ones that are interesting to me, I didn't make my watch list. Here I had 4 to 6 stocks of the ones that I plan on watching that day to trade. If you found this valuable, give me on it. If you have any ideas about how you find the stocks that you plan to trade, let me know what you did, and I'd love to hear it, and put your comments in the chat. Until next time, best of luck and keep it green.